Okay, so Cancer, this is your April 2024 general reading. That means it's not going to resonate with everyone, so take what does, leave what doesn't. For April, I did do a meditation, and in my meditation, I just kept hearing the song, I'll be representing, representing. So, I feel like for some of you during the month of April, there could be some legal matters where perhaps you need some type of representation. Maybe you're representing yourself. If it's not a legal matter, maybe it's something like at work or something to do with like school, but it's something where either you need representation, where you need someone to come out and speak on your behalf, or you're going to be representing for someone or something else. Maybe you speak on everyone else's behalf. Maybe you stand up to a boss or something because your coworkers have an issue with something. Maybe you're the brand of like a business or a record label or something, and it's like they're putting you out there. You're going to be the one that represents the company, but there's some type of representation going on where either you're going to be needing representation or you're going to be representing yourself or someone else. Basically doing the speaking, being the image, being the brand, whatever it is. So all eyes might be on you, or maybe you need someone to kind of speak for you and be your eyes and ears and mouth. But the card that came out for you was totality. So in the month of April, Spirit is like, listen, you probably are the type of person where you have so much going on, and you try to do a little bit of everything here and there, like a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And Spirit is like, the reason you're getting frustrated, the reason things aren't working, or the reason you're getting like bored or just whatever is because you're trying to spread yourself too thin. You're doing too much at once. And what you need to do is just focus on one thing at a time. Take it step by step. Okay, boom, let me finish this. Next, let me do that. Okay, now let me do this. And that's how you get through life, or you get through these tasks without it becoming boring or without it like stressing you out. Taking it one step at a time. The other thing is, it's talking about bad habits, and people are like, well, bad habits die hard. Well, even though they die hard, they still die, which means if you have bad habits, it's time to take a look at yourself and do a little more work. Okay, what do I do that I really need to stop? You know, I'm always thinking negative. I'm always putting myself down. I'm always overworking to compensate for whatever. It's like, okay, you need to do some inner work so you can stop that, let that go, so you can kind of move forward into a different direction, a different mind space. So that is kind of like the theme of your reading. But let's see for Cancer, what else does Spirit have? What else does Spirit want to talk about? And you know, I like to talk fast. I like to make my reads fast. You know what? And it's so funny because look at this right here, this mental conflict card with the number 2. And I literally wrote down in my meditation 22222. Also saw 222 on the clock. And then today's date is March 22nd. So I'm doing these early. But the 2 card, it talks about mental conflict, meaning you have a habit of just like things just come in your head, and you have a habit of letting them just fester and grow and play over and over and over again. And all that does is stress you out. All that does is cause unnecessary stress, negative thinking, negative feelings. Sometimes we got to stop letting things get all in our head, get so crazy in our head. Sometimes we turn mountains into what? No, we turn moles into mountains or something like that, molehills into mountains, because we let things fester and we make it a bigger deal than it is. So you need to do some type of releasing, clearing your headspace. And I think that goes with the whole thing of like, bad habits die fast, and just kind of like taking things one step at a time. Stop stressing about the outcome or stop stressing about what was. You need to just focus on what's in front of you one step at a time. Also letting go of any type of indecisiveness, any type of self-doubt. Let's see here. And moving forward. So maybe you feel guilty or feel afraid to move forward in certain areas, but it's like whatever you're struggling from or whatever's holding you back, it's just a repeated cycle, a repeated pattern. So it's not going to get any better if you continue to keep going back around in circles. It's time to kind of find a way to move forward. Also, if you have any type of like choices and decisions that you finally need to act on or finally need to make, do it, because that's when you'll get a sense of mental release. Basically, listen to your intuition and just have faith in yourself. There's assistance out there for you. So if you need legal assistance or representation, go get it. If you need therapy, if you need some type of help, if there's something else going on, go get it. But there's decisions and things that you're struggling with or that you're conflicted about and that you're constantly holding on your head and it's causing unnecessary stress. It's time to let that go. All right. So April, Spirit is like, look, you're spreading yourself too thin. You're trying to please everybody. You're trying to do too much. You're all over the place. Just take it one step at a time. Breathe. Let go of bad habits. Get up out your head. Make some decisions. It's time to stop stressing and just make the decision. And just take things one step at a time. Okay, your card just fell on the floor. All right, your next card is flexibility. Listen, 9 is also the number of completions and endings. So if something is ending or something has been in the process of ending or something needs to end or you decide to end something and maybe that's what's stressing you out, you're trying to decide like, am I going to let this go? Am I going to be done with this? Is this situation going to end? Or maybe the ending of this situation is stressing you out. Spirit is like, just be flexible. Just understand that things change. We do things, you bend and you move different kinds of ways. So be flexible, be open to change, open to different movement, different ideas, different thinking, different relationships, different things in life. Just be open and flexible to the changes that are coming in or have been coming in. And then lastly, we're going to do a love card for my Cancers. All right, let's see. For April, what do you have in terms of love? So anything for Cancer in terms of love and relationships? All right. Actually, going back to this flexibility card, I don't know why, but Spirit said work out, pay attention to your body. Maybe some of you need to be more flexible. Maybe your mental health maybe you'll benefit by doing more activities like working out, yoga, meditation, something like that, dancing. Maybe that'll help relieve some of your stress. True love. Okay. This is the romance of a lifetime. So in April, I think what happens is for some of you, you realize someone is your true love. Or for some of you, your true love comes in and you finally meet them. Or for some of you, you realize that you want a true love, that you want to experience a true love, and that what you have been experiencing before was not a true love. But it also says this is the romance of a lifetime. So be careful, because sometimes what happens is people come in and give you this whirlwind romance, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is my person, I'm in love with them, blah, blah, blah. And you jump too soon, and you don't really know the person, and it's that like honeymoon phase, and then it ends. So there's something surrounding true love. For some of you, again, it could be real love. For some of you, your relationship, you realize this is your true love. Maybe for some of you, it's not even a person. Maybe it's something in your life complete. Something in your life finishes, something in your life ends, and you realize like the true love I have is for this career or for my children or for myself or for my freedom. So there's something that you truly love that's coming in during the month of April. And I say it doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship, because for some of us, it could be we finally realize like, oh, my true love is, being a chef instead of this job that I had. And I was struggling to decide if I wanted to end this career and switch. But now that I realized that this is my true passion. This is great. So that's what I have for my Cancers during the month of April. If you want to book a personal read, you can follow me on Instagram at JaylinK79 or visit my website, www.designhertouch.com.